What's up, YouTube? Handlebar Mike here with a tobacco impression review. Yes, we are back to regularly scheduled pipe and tobacco related videos after that last crazy little video that I put up for Max there. I am smoking one of my clay pipes. I love this pipe. It's one of my favorite clay pipes. It's my little brewer clay pipe. And inside of it, I have some Gawith and Hoggarth's Bob's Chocolate Flake. Disregard the Fusilier's ration behind that, but it is Bob's Chocolate Flake. I'm going to give you my impressions on this. I've had 2 or 3 bowls of it now at this point. I like it a lot. It is the morning here. I am drinking it with a cup of black coffee, which I like the pairing between the tobacco and the coffee. Now, as far as what the tobacco looks like, it is a flake tobacco. It is a Gawith and Hoggarth flake tobacco, which seems to be very consistent with the style. They're very long flakes. So you can see very long flakes. It's not very wide. They don't seem to hold together as far as thickness goes. I did order this as bulk, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, if the tins are a little bit more structured as far as the flake goes. But you can see they're all kind of just like, you know, again, not very thick. It did not hold together the thickness of the flake, but very long, very beautiful, dark flakes. As far as the smell of this stuff, I want to live inside of this jar. It smells so good. There's definitely a cocoa to it. It is called Bob's Chocolate Flake after all. There's definitely a cocoa to it. You smell the tobaccos, though. It's not like an overly sweet chocolate, and that's something that we will talk about even in the smoke. Even in the smell of it, it's not like a Hershey's milk chocolate, a Cadbury milk chocolate type of thing. It's more of a dark, more bitter type chocolate, I believe. It's not sweet, super sweet chocolate. So it's a savory chocolate, if you can think of it that way. A good description is like a Mexican mole, which is like a savory chocolate, I want to say sauce, but like marinade that you can get. And there's a floral definitely a floral bit to it as well. But I absolutely love the smell of this stuff. Like I said, I want to live in that jar. It smells so damn good. Now, this is a Gawith and Hoggarth tobacco, which means it is Lakeland. Okay, it does have a Lakeland essence to it. A lot of people describe Lakeland essence as soapy, perfumey. Your grandmother's bra, I've seen, which is disturbing. But I don't mind it. I like it actually a lot. I do like a lot of floral snuffs as well. So I don't know if it's just a thing with me, but my palate definitely likes it. I know some people, it takes a while for them to get used to it. But it's very nice. Now, as far as the chocolate goes, it is more on the nose in the jar than it is in the actual tobacco smoke. This is labeled as an aromatic tobacco. It is made up of Virginia's, burley, and it does have some Latakia in it as well. This is what I would picture a traditional English aromatic to be, not modern day type aromatics where they have very sweet casings or very heavy casings to them, where it's very full flavor. You know, I always my default as far as overly powering aromatics is always Devil's Holiday from Dan's Tobacco. Basically, Devil's Holiday, you open the tin or whatever, and it, like I said, it becomes a berry air freshener in your house. It's just so strong and so in your face, and it goes, even with the smoke and everything, it's just super there. Where this is so much more nuanced. You can taste the tobaccos. I think the burley brings a great mouthfeel to the smoke itself. There is definitely a Lakelandy thing there going on. And the chocolate is not in your face. It's really there kind of when you retrohale or snark, you do get a little bit of it. It's there on some aftertaste, kind of lingers around. When I pair it with the coffee, and it's just black coffee, doesn't have whiskey in it this morning. It changes the dynamic of the coffee. It's a very strong roast coffee that I use, that I'm having. Who is it? I forgot which brand it is. Pete's. It's from Pete's Coffee. I think it's Major Dickinson's blend. Here's what I have. But it changes the dynamic of the coffee. It's great. I've drank a ton of this coffee before, and it tastes slightly different because of this tobacco. And I like it. It's a great tobacco. I think it's, like I said, a great example of what I would think of a traditional old school English aromatic type tobacco. You get the tobacco flavors. It's mostly Virginia. It's like 80 some odd percent Virginia. Then there's burley and a small, I think only like 8% or so of Latakia in it. And you get the smokiness from the Latakia, but it's not forward. They're matured Virginias. They're not super bright, in my opinion. They're not like real grassy or hay-like, which I don't think would make sense with the Lakeland topping and the chocolate that's there as well, because it wouldn't make sense. You want something that's a little bit darker to complement, especially that bitterness of the chocolate that I get, not that super sweet bit that you would think of like a chocolate bar. But overall, it's a great tobacco. It's worth getting some, especially if you enjoy Lakeland. If you don't enjoy Lakeland, then obviously you might want to stay away. I don't think it's too heavy as far as the Lakelandy goes. It is definitely a moist tobacco when it comes. And again, I did get bulk. I don't know if the tin will be different than the bulk, but as far as bulk goes, it is wet. Even in the bulk, so you do want to let it dry. I do fully rub it out. I do not. I'm very bad at the stuff or the folding stuff with flakes. I rub out almost all of my flakes. It is a slow smoker too. You do want to smoke it slow. If you smoke it hot and fast, you kind of blow out the entire flavor. So it is a slow smoker. It's beautiful. Like I said, in the morning, I love it. With a little cup of coffee so far in the morning, it's been great. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. There's a ton of other reviews on YouTube about Bob's Chocolate Flake. And make sure you're looking at the Gawith and Hoggarth's Bob's Chocolate Flake, because there is a Samuel Gawith Chocolate Flake as well, which I actually want to get and try, compare them. Because I don't know, I think the Samuel Gawith might be lacking the Lakeland essence to it. It might just be more the chocolate to it. I'd love to try it. I need to get some and compare them side by side. But make sure if you are looking for other reviews, there seems to be a lot of older reviews. There's not a ton of very recent ones, it looks like. The English Smoker did one not that long ago. Less than a year ago, I guess it was. And I found a couple other ones that were 5 to 6 months old and stuff, but a lot of them are a couple of years old, or a year old at least. So tons of reviews on tobacco reviews for it as well. Read through them. Some of them are very, very amusing. I always like to read tobaccoreview.com because there's some very creative folks that leave reviews on there. So all right, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to finish this cup of coffee up and start my day here with work. But remember, guys, don't forget, pack a bowl, light it up, burn it down, relax, enjoy. I'll see you guys online next time. Have a great rest of the day.